Right now at 5, opening statements in Josie Dykeman's murder trial, who the defense says can't be ruled out in the death of A.J. Pedren.
And the White House welcomes the royals, King Charles's visit to Washington, and his big address before Congress.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
Opening statements today in the Josie Dykeman murder trial.
Yeah, she's facing a life sentence if convicted of killing her boyfriend's son. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has more on day one from the newsroom.
Prosecutors say Dykeman is responsible for the death of 6-year-old Alexavier Pedren. The defense claims law enforcement arrested the wrong parent. Prosecutors say she was the only adult home when Alexavier died and that his family says she has a history of abusing him. But the defense says Alexavier's father can't be ruled out and they have video evidence to prove it.
There are videos. Videos of Mr. Pedren strangling Alex. Videos of Mr. Pedren hurting Alex.
Derek Pedren could not be in the residence during the evening because he was in jail that entire evening.
This isn't Dykeman's first time facing child neglect charges. In 2013, she received 3 years of probation for neglecting her boyfriend's 3-year-old daughter. Dykeman is facing several charges, including neglect of a child and child abuse. If convicted, she faces life in prison. Reporting from the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. Well, a couple of News 8 follow-ups. The search for Stanley Howe ending sadly. His body was found yesterday. Howe went missing April 19th. His vehicle was found at Paul East Stry Nature Preserve with his phone inside. Authorities believe Howe was going through a mental health crisis.
In La Crosse, no change to Green Bay Street. The Board of Public Works voting to keep it as is. There were calls to add bike lanes during its reconstruction.
The La Crosse School Board has a new president. Trevor Sprague was elected at last night's meeting. His term will extend through 2029. Sprague assumed the role after former President Deb Sukla was not re-elected. The meeting also welcomed newly elected member Loretta Haas.
Well, it's now 1 year on the job for La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey. I sat down with the mayor in his office today. A major topic, erasing the $5.8 million city deficit in the latest budget. I asked if the city is capable of finding new sources of revenue or if more cuts should be expected in the future.
I've looked at different programs that I'm seeing in other municipalities, right? As well as what are some revenue generators that the city can be doing to maintain and/or increase services for our constituents. Some of it is going to be cutting, right? That's inevitable. We'll always struggle with budget until we figure out a better way to do shared revenue in the state.
Coming up at 6, my full report on our conversation.
Wisconsin State Senator Brad Pfaff introducing new affordable Wisconsin legislative packages. Pfaff says the health and housing and Families First packages are aimed at cutting costs for families across the state. Adding it comes at a critical time as housing costs alone are up 6.5% from a year ago.
To make sure that we keep hedge funds, Wall Street hedge funds, out of coming into communities like La Crosse and around the state and buying up apartment complexes or single family homes and pricing working families out of their home.
Pfaff also says the bills would expand the homestead tax credit from the first $24,000 to $35,000.
Governor Tony Evers in La Crosse today promoting clean energy. Evers was at the Nature Place. He toured a camp for people with dementia and a UWL recreation management class. The governor highlighted the facility's 120 solar panels that have saved thousands in energy costs.
Efficiency is really important to us as a state. People in Washington, D.C., they're more concerned about drill, baby drill. You think about the solar, but you also think about what happens in this building. A lot of people coming here because of solar.
The governor also says Wisconsin will buy 225,000 in renewable energy certificates annually for the next 20 years.
Well, Greg, usually I don't like Tuesdays, probably the worst work day of the week, in my opinion, but no complaints today. It was beautiful outside.
Yeah, a little brisk on the wind side for some areas, probably felt a little bit less comfortable, but overall temperatures a few degrees below average, but it was pretty nice for early, and still we're in the upper 50s, low 60s, some high cloud cover out there. Some increasing clouds, but notice Notice the wind too, still about 5 to 10, but has come down from what it was earlier this morning. It was 15 to 20. So we'll have increasing cloud cover this evening from the west, but overall still remaining dry, getting just back down to 52. So very comfortable temperatures with light winds too, and that's the bigger story. Similar to Claire, we'll start seeing the cloud cover increase, probably cloudy skies as we get closer to midnight with that northwest wind down to 6. Overall, there's your clouds from the west that are approaching. The radar images there, that's not precipitation reaching the ground yet. It's too dry. We do have a weak system out to the west, but there's your winds that we're kind of monitoring. And we do have a little bit of showers with a few systems come through, so we'll track those out and then give you an idea what the temperatures look like through Friday and the weekend a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Developing now out of Minneapolis, federal agents conducting raids on businesses as part of an ongoing fraud investigation. 22 search warrants were executed. Officials say locations include recipients of Medicare funding, including child care centers.
A penalty could be in play for Minnesota cities refusing to fly the new state flag. Cities across the state, including Houston County's Brownsville, have voted in favor of flying the old 1983 flag. A DFL representative has introduced a bill that would cut 10% in local government aid if they don't implement the new design.
I felt like it was important for there to be kind of a statement legislatively in support of the new state flag, which is the official state flag.
Trying to take funding away from our police and fire or our cities, it's ridiculous. We have work that could actually help Minnesotans.
Minnesota's new state flag was implemented back in May 2024.
President Trump welcomed King Charles and Queen Camilla to the White House today.
The king also addressing a joint meeting of Congress. CBS's Natalie Brand is at the White House.
An arrival ceremony fit for a king, featuring more than a dozen military honor guards, cabinet secretaries, and a flyover.
Let us remember what has made our countries the two most exceptional nations the world has ever known.
President Trump welcomed King Charles III and Queen Camilla to the White House as the two countries mark 250 years of America's independence and celebrate their longtime alliance. Following meetings with the President and First Lady Tuesday, the royal couple traveled to Capitol Hill, where King Charles became the second British monarch to address a joint meeting of Congress after his mother in 1991.
We meet in times of great uncertainty, in times of conflict from Europe to the Middle East, which pose immense challenges for the international community.
King Charles also referenced Saturday's shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and offered his solidarity.
Let me say with unshakable resolve, such acts of violence will never succeed.
While the king serves as a non-political ceremonial head of state, royal watchers say his visit can serve to soothe some of the tensions between President Trump and the UK government over issues including the war in Iran and NATO.
He's really demonstrating his soft power as monarch. That's his job coming over here. He's above politics.
The king and queen attend a state dinner at the White House tonight before traveling to New York tomorrow to visit the 9/11 memorial. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Still to come, the DOJ indicting former FBI Director James Comey again. His alleged threat against President Trump.
Plus, the president's feud against Jimmy Kimmel reignited and the comments that have the TV host back under fire.
Spring migration is peaking right here in La Crosse. How you can be a part of it, plus 5 money mistakes you're making. And Art has a chilly forecast when we see you at 5 a.m.
Got holes, cracks, or outdated popcorn ceilings? Patchmaster has you covered. From patch to paint with a perfect match. We're professional, insured, and leave no mess behind. Patchmaster Driftless North. Fast, reliable service with free estimates. Contact us today.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy
to ooey gooey to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Blues Traveler in concert. Saturday, June 13th. Ho-Chuk Gaming, Black River Falls. Gates open at 5 p.m. Special guests, the Thundercloud Singers, Blues Traveler, live. $75 tickets with $25 rewards play. With each ticket sold, get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Blues Traveler.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Tired of this? Would you rather have this? Get rid of that tired old lawnmower. Newsay Now and Tractor Central want to help you mow your grass off and give you a new lawnmower this summer. Go to news8000.com by May 19th and enter the Mow Your Grass Off contest for your chance to win a brand new lawnmower from Tractor Central worth up to $6,000. One lucky winner will be announced May 22nd. Mow your grass off with News 8 Now and Tractor Central.
That crack in your wall could be hiding more than you think. Patchmaster doesn't just repair drywall, they're trained to spot dangers like mold, lead, and asbestos. Don't wait. Repair the damage and stay safe. Fast, reliable service, free estimates. Call Patchmaster today.
Breaking news out of the DOJ, the department indicting James Comey again. It's tied to an Instagram photo of an 8647 shell formation on a beach. Trump allies thought it was a threat. The grand jury also issuing an arrest warrant for Comey.
New details in the shooting outside the White House Correspondents Association dinner. Officials say suspect Cole Allen fired one round from his shotgun when racing through the security checkpoint, hitting a Secret Service officer in his vest. The shooting boosting calls for construction of President Trump's ballroom, saying it's required for national security.
The ballroom itself will avoid the dilemma of having to leave the White House grounds with future presidents and this president's to go downtown in a place that's less secure.
If Republicans truly want to improve security, they should join Democrats in funding the Secret Service, not Donald Trump's luxury ballroom.
Meanwhile, the president's feud with Jimmy Kimmel is reignited. It stems from a skit where Kimmel said First Lady Melania Trump had a, quote, glow-like and expectant widow. The Trumps have called for the TV host to be fired, saying he is spreading hate. Kimmel says it was just a joke and in no way a threat.
Well, millions of Americans are now copying the stock trades of politicians through an app.
But as copycat investing takes off, so do concerns about what's driving the trend. CBS's Evan Moon reports.
It started with a Nancy Pelosi tracker on social media in 2022 that picked up more than 1 million followers by posting the Congresswoman's money moves. Now, users can copy her family's stock trades automatically.
Kind of crazy to say, but she's pretty much like her own pseudo hedge fund. She has 500 million of everyday Americans' money trading alongside her right now.
Why her?
She's the best.
We sat down with Chris Josephs, whose app, Autopilot, lets users mirror the trades of a dozen politicians and other top investors.
The Donald Trump White House asset management portfolio, for example. We had Marjorie Taylor Greene, we had Mark Wayne Mullen, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is actually a really popular one.
Members of Congress and their spouses are required to report trades within 45 days. Joseph says his app isn't partisan, it follows how both sides trade.
What are politicians privy to that the average American wouldn't be?
They get classified on a number of different things, from back in 2020 with COVID. There were literally politicians that traded on COVID. A couple of them got investigated. They had all that information before the public did. All the wars, the Ukraine war, some politicians were trading on. The Israel-Hamas war, some of the politicians were buying up war stocks before that happened.
Multiple bills aiming to ban congressional stock trading have failed. This January, Republican Brian Stile from Wisconsin introduced the Stop Insider Trading Act.
This prevents any member of Congress from being able to benefit financially by any inside information they may gain, and this bill has real teeth.
Until then, Joseph says Autopilot aims to put the public on equal footing.
Screw it. If they're going to keep trading, why not build a way to get in on the action? Because what better way to highlight the hypocrisy of them trading than to just copy them?
$1.3 billion is currently invested through the Autopilot app. Evan Moon, CBS News.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, definitely going to winds, breezy, cooler conditions along with showers for the next couple days. We'll break down what those shower chances look like and what maybe your weekend has in store. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
All the best mattresses are under one roof at PM Sleep Center. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Posturepedic, and Serta Eye Comfort. Your best night's sleep starts at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
Get everything you need to start your spring off right. Plus, get an 11% rebate with Menards Garden Center. Choose from our wide selection of colorful flowers, lush trees and shrubs, and everything in between. Plus, pick up seeds, tools, and decor to keep your garden green and growing. Stop in to the Menards Garden Center today and spring into big savings. Find these fresh deals and more and get an 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly in my heels, I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
What's Spectrum One? It's internet, Wi-Fi, and mobile working together as one. That means it's faster Wi-Fi on your phone.
It's boosted speeds for streaming whatever, whenever.
Let's go! And it's secure internet.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
And it's saving $1,000 guaranteed, or Spectrum will cover the difference.
It's spending our money on better things.
Spectrum One. It's internet, Wi-Fi, and mobile working together as one. Switch today at spectrum.com.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Take the road trip you've been dreaming of with an efficient new Honda. Turn heads with unmistakable style and sport-tuned suspension. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $279 per month lease or 2.99% APR on a 2026 HR-V all-wheel drive LX.
All the best mattresses are under one roof at PM Sleep Center. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Posturepedic, and Serta Eye Comfort. Your best night's sleep starts at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Yeah, we definitely are in a pattern change here that likely this pattern of being cooler, quieter with maybe a few showers here and there could persist all the way through next weekend too. So good news is we're not going to see a lot of precipitation with it. Better news is unlikely to see any severe weather too after we had a very busy April for the most part and quite wet too. There are a few showers going on Wednesday. I'll show you there's just a weak system diving south. It's just going to be sprinkles at best. Don't expect much in the way of precipitation and really won't impact really activities as much. You may just need the umbrella occasionally. The one concern we do have going forward for some areas when we get less cloud cover, especially Thursday night through Saturday morning, is freezing conditions. We're just now in the growing season for some areas. Further north you go, it's just getting started. But for a lot of areas further south, we've been in it for about a week too. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. It is getting a little milder. The 60s should be back definitely for all areas. If not Saturday, it would be Sunday too, which mid to upper 60s is getting closer and closer where we should be as we get into May, and that's about average too. Now, if we look at overall the freeze conditions too, if you look at the records here, we go on throughout the time, you can see overall the last time on record, we're kind of in the period. For lacrosse, it's generally around the last part of April to early May. Further north you go, we're in the first part of May to maybe about the mid part of May. But pretty much everyone's seen it given the warm spell. As you see where our average temperature is, we should be around the mid 60s, give or take a few degrees depending on location. We're going to be more kind of in the early April to maybe mid-April time frame type of temperatures going forward. There may be a few days where we come a little bit higher up to where we should be, but for the most part, we're going to kind of stay in that all the way through about the middle part of next week with the pattern going on. As I mentioned, the precipitation we're looking for, there's two opportunities. This cloud cover is kind of streaming to the east. It may provide a little bit of sprinkles for areas south of I-90 later tonight. It won't amount to too much. And then there's another disturbance further north that's going to dive south tomorrow. and be a little bit more unstable and give us some afternoon showers, very light showers, some gustier winds out of the northwest and cooler conditions too. And if we time it out, you'll see right here is a little bit of the activity coming up to the northeast. A lot of this may not reach the ground, but we will have cloudy skies for all areas most of the night, clearing out briefly, and then we'll have more activity from this northwest flow, could provide more afternoon clouds and a few showers here and there, isolated coverage at best. We'll clear back out a little bit Wednesday, and we're going to repeat this with a little bit another disturbance working its way down here. Maybe further east of areas may see some of the showers on Thursday, but everyone's going to see cloud cover once again in the afternoon with the things. Now the temperatures for night still fairly good, upper 30s to low 40s. If we look at temperatures for Wednesday, mid 50s, a few degrees cooler than today, so below average with a lot of cloud cover in the afternoon. Wednesday night, we might see some areas get close to freezing, just depends on cloud cover and wind speed. And then going into Thursday, even cooler with that northwest wind turning more northerly, so it's going to be actually a little bit cooler, about 10 degrees. And once again, we're going to have to keep an eye on lows going into Friday, because that's the area that we're going to keep an eye on. Otherwise, fairly quiet until we get to next week. We have more rain chances coming back in with a couple fronts, but none of them really pose too much of a severe threat or not much moisture in it too. So that's the good news for rainfall. We don't need a lot more anyway. But is this going to be cool? So it's going into Thursday too. Once again, we should be in the mid 60s. It's going to be more in the mid 50s.
All right. So the windbreakers are going to be.
Yeah, pretty much just that time of year where we get into this pattern. It could go for a couple weeks too.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Coming up next, we are getting down and dirty, a race where it's all about the mud.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise, and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, where are... I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please, please answer me. Oh, God. Bobby, no, no, no!
Back again, Jeff? Well, I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through April 30th. We'll announce all of the winners on June 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Well, it's one of the dirtiest sporting events in the world.
Now, we are talking about the annual mud run in southern England. Hundreds go slogging through the sludge for a shot at the top prize. The event had people slipping and sliding, some even swimming to the finish line. Some folks even showed up in costumes. I don't know why. It always seems like England is the place for some of these weird races.
Oh, yeah. Well, they get a lot of mud, right, because of all the rain?
Constantly raining, it feels like.
Yeah. I would do that. It doesn't look too bad. It looks better than like a marathon or a regular run.
Yeah, too dirty for me. No thanks.
No, okay. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
It's hot and your air conditioner quits. Now what? With Amana's 99-year unit warranty, you never have to worry. Flox Heating and Air Conditioning is here when you need us. Call Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today and keep cool this summer.
Tired of this? Would you rather have this? Get rid of that tired old lawnmower. News 8 Now and Tractor Central want to help you mow your grass off. and give you a new lawnmower this summer. Go to news8000.com by May 19th and enter the Mow Your Grass Off contest for your chance to win a brand new lawnmower from Tractor Central worth up to $6,000. One lucky winner will be announced May 22nd. Mow your grass off with News 8 Now and Tractor Central.
At Blaze Farm and Fleet, we know you do things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products you want and need at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, during our spring footwear event, Skechers are buy one, get one half price. These men's Merrell hiking shoes are also half price, just $49.99. Plus, stock up for spring fishing with this ugly stick rod and reel combo, $80 off. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
We're all paying more. Utility bills are through the roof. Now, gas prices. And Congressman Derek Van Orden is making it worse. Derek Van Orden voted to slash clean energy production, raising energy costs. Electricity costs could go up $300 a year in Wisconsin. And Derek Van Orden voted to support the war in Iran that's causing gas prices to skyrocket. Tell Congressman Derek Van Orden, stop raising energy costs.
Do you want to hear something really cool? This is the Amana S Series. Cool and efficient on the inside, quiet on the outside. Enjoy your outdoor space. Contact Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today.
We're increasing clouds tonight, too. You might see a few sprinkles south of I-90, but most areas will remain dry. Cloud cover will keep the temperatures from hitting freezing in some areas. That's good news. Now, tomorrow, showers do come back in for some areas. Scattered coverage at best, but it's going to keep them in the 50s. And even cooler on Thursday with more showers, too. We're kind of stuck in this pattern for a little bit, too. But the weekend overall, not too bad.
There's some good news. Right?
Yeah. All right. That does it for us at 5.
We'll see you back here at 6.